Made in Tokyo, Japan.
Hey, what's up, everybody? My name is Rhavangogh, but I go as Rhavangogh for my art and animation related posts that I put on YouTube. And today we're going to do something that's experimental and fun. Today I'm going to try to draw cartoon characters from my imagination or from my mind. So basically cartoon characters without reference. And we're going to see how this goes. This could either be something completely wonderful or a complete disaster, so stick around. And if you're new to my channel, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe to see more content in the future. Thanks for watching. Alright, so here we are. This is the canvas right here, and I'm going to be using Paint Tool Size version 2, 64-bit, if that matters. That's the technical aspect. So basically, Paint Tool Size is a software where you can basically draw anything you want. It's kind of like a second-rate Photoshop, which is free if you find it somewhere off a truck. But anyway, we're going to be using this this nice canvas right here to select the random names. I just went to a website, put it in random name generator, and I generated from a list of names. Alright, so the first one up is Chowder from the cartoon show Chowder, about a fuzzy fat cat and a weird big nosed chef named Mung Dal, and a piece of stick bubblegum looking grouchy guy named Schnitzel, which is German for a German pork chop dish. Let's just see how I remember it. This show's not too old. I think the show's from 2008. There we go. I think that's right. It's kind of like, he has like a chubby, he's like a cat. He's like an animated cat. Look at the hat. Look at the chubby cheeks, because he's a fat cat. He has a little cat nose, like that, right there. That's the Chowder, you know, I guess. That's all I remember. I know, like, his hat, he had, like, hat patterns like that. And that's Chowder. Now we move on to the next one. Choosing up the next name, Robot Jones. From Whatever Happened to Robot Jones. It's like an old Cartoon Network show about a weird robot. It kind of had, like, the art style of, it's like that weird, Mr. Bill sitting on Capitol Hill. Kind of like that art style. What was it called? Schoolhouse of Rock. Or am I talking about the movie? Where's that House of Rock? One of them. Probably your mom or dad knows from the 1980s, I think. So anyway, let's start on Robot Jones. So, you got a square head like that. Let's make him three-dimensional. Let's get crazy. So, like that. He has kind of like a dome head where it shows his brain. So it's kind of like that. Kind of see-through brain. And then like he had these like crazy eyes. Kind of like, it's like, you know, like that. He's a robot. I guess he malfunctioned. And he had a tiny little body. And like a body, tiny little body. It's like these little crane arms that came out. Sorry, this is not my best. It's kind of like a caricature. And like he had these shoes, but obviously I cannot fit all that on the canvas right here. So kind of like that. I guess it's like smoke coming out because, you know, robots always tend to lock up their operating system. They probably run on Windows XP, best operating system, no viruses. That is Robot Jones from what I remember. Moving on to the next one. Let's pick one I can probably draw 100% accurate. Fred Flintstone. Who doesn't know Fred Flintstone? I know him from taking the Flintstones gummies when I was a kid. When I was forced to take them to get my vitamins. Hope I don't screw this up. An animation from the 1960s, back in the Hanna-Barbera period, where people discussed them as, you know, notorious for cheap animation. Well, they did that basically because to get the animation out faster. I mean, compared to, you know, how Walt Disney released their films and stuff, it would take years and years. But to get a cartoon out from Hanna-Barbera's, you know, studio, it probably took them about a week or two, you know, using cheap animation tricks like smears and reusing frames. So that's why, you know, a lot of Hanna-Barbera cartoons would have that looping background and have their feet running and stuff like that. But anyway, enough of that. Let's try to draw Fred Flintstone. I know he got hair because he's a caveman from the prehistoric period. Notice that they're saying like the Flintstones is a takes place in a time period, kind of like in the future. Because in the show, they reference a lot of famous celebrities and modern technology, like crane systems. Like I know they use dinosaurs for crane systems, and so they kind of, you know, play along that. So how would people in this time period know anything about modern technology, you know, because it takes place in the past? So that theory is somewhat believable, but who knows? It's just, you know, conspiracy. You know, people want to believe in something. I know you got a big nose, kind of like that. This might look more like Barney more than Fred. I think he has a butt chin. I know he got a neck because he's a man. Men have manly necks. A toga? Yeah, kind of like a toga. And it has spots on it. Spots on it. Cheetah prints, because everybody in prehistoric times got some sort of animal pelt. So we got the 5 o'clock shadow going on. I guess the eyes. Kind of like that. There goes Fred Flintstone, from what I remember. There you go. Shading in the beard. Oh yeah, you forgot the famous quote he says. Dabba, 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 like doing a dab. Dabba, do, yabba dabba do. That's his catchphrase. On to the next one. Dexter. Ooh. Dexter's from Dexter's Laboratory. So I know he's short. He's a mad scientist. And he's crazy with his inventions and Gundam-like robot that he completely ripped off of Gundam Wing. I know he has kind of like that curly hair that has like loops in it, like that. He has an ear. He has them big glasses, like that. Got a pointy nose. Scientific smile, like that, because he's a scientist, he's smart. He got like a massive overbite. We have jaw problems. He's like really stocky and short. It's like kind of like a third grader, kind of like a South Park character. Oh, his head is massive. Kind of like that. And he got his catchphrase, "Didi, get out of my lab." A little thumbs up. If I control the thumbs up, kind of like that. And that's Dexter with a huge head. Small body. That's what I remember from Dexter. Yeah, they're pretty good on that. Alright, next one. Captain Knuckles. So this is Captain Knuckles from Flapjack. The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. Yeah, it's Knuckles is Flapjack's mentor. So he has like a hat, a pirate hat, kind of like that. Like that. Kind of like swoosh. He's like a weird long face, kind of like that. There goes his shoulders. Maniacal hands that come out like that. Kind of like scoops. Kind of like that. Like little popsicle sticks. Get, I think the little nose that comes down like that. He has like little like eyeballs like that. This little shirt, little pirate shirt. I know, like every character like in the show is like super dirty and like overly detailed. Like when it gets to like close-up moments, he had like rotted teeth because you know all pirates have rotted teeth. I know he had like a wooden body with like wooden legs, but obviously you can't see him on the canvas. He was like always in love with like candy in the show. He had like a big sweet tooth. You couldn't go like one episode without popping a peppermint in his mouth. They're kind of like his drugs. Here you go, Captain Knuckles. Okay, here we go for the next one. Optimus Prime from Transformers, which was and it looked like an anime, but it's not. Well, it might be. A lot of older people know the show, but obviously they got movies with Shia LaBeouf. You know, the Just Do It guy. I know he has a square head. I know he has kind of like the eyes like that. Like ninjas. He has like a helmet. Kind of like that. He has kind of like a mask like Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat. He has like big shoulders, broad shoulders, which are obviously square because he's a robot. And this looks nothing like Optimus Prime. I don't remember Optimus Prime that well. That is Optimus Prime for you. From what I remember from my head. Obviously this looks nothing like him. Autobots rule out. Let's pick another one. Number 1. This is number 1 from K&D, alias as codename Kids Next Door. It's gonna be pretty easy because he looks like a bald Arnold from Hey Arnold. I know he has like a football head. What is the theme with that? Stewie from Family Guy has a football head. Arnold from Hey Arnold has a football head. Now number 1 has a football head. You got the ears. This is looking like Stewie from Family Guy. Got the shades. Cool guy shades. The smile. The shirt. That. He has shorts on. Got the legs coming up. And he says number 1. Number one from codename Kids Next Door. It's basically Stewie without the little hair strands on the top. Other one. Alright, we got Johnny Bravo from Johnny Bravo. What else? His name is in the title, so this is his show. It's like a cartoon Duke Nukem. Okay. I know he has like a big pompadour, like kind of like that Japanese pompadour aesthetic going on, like the Elvis Presley kind of like impersonator. He has his shades. What's what cartoon characters having shades? They're like instantly cool after that. Kind of has a giant, huge neck, broad neck. I know he has like a black t-shirt coming down. Coming out like that. Oh, I forgot to flex the pecs. He has like giant muscles. He always flexes in the show like this. He's always flexing for the ladies. And then they call the cops afterwards. That was Johnny Bravo. Batman from Batman the Animated Series. It's gonna be easy. Who doesn't know Batman? DC Comics character, you know? Superhero. I see Batman on a daily basis. This is easy for me. Now he looks like a cat. This is Catman, not Batman. This is like the most horrible Batman. How did I manage to mess up Batman? I thought I knew him so well. He has a big symbol. This is way harder when it looks without reference. Don't try this at home. Just watch me fail. The big cowl, C-O-W-L. That's just another name for a cape, I think. I think that's comic book quality Batman right there. Hire me, DC Comics. I get the symbol right. I know it's like that. Not like that. And that's the back. Hong Kong Phooey, number 1 superhero. Kind of has like a karate headband right there. The little thing coming out. Kind of like that Karate Kid thing. Got the nose. Got that karate chop hand coming out. He's a karate fighting dog. They're like soulless, staring to your depths of your soul eyes. Now he just looks tired. And that is Hong Kong Phooey. Number 1 super dog. Alright, we got Eddie from Ed and Eddie. The whole plot is him just scamming money out of kids around the neighborhood. He's a baller. So I know he has like a flat head coming down. 3 strands because he has like male pattern baldness. And he has like an ear with an X in it. Little chubby nose. Big cartoon eyes. He's always cheesing it. He's smiling. He's so happy to, scam people for only a quarter. Collared shirt. He doesn't like collared shirts. And there goes Eddie from what I remember. Oh, don't forget about his quarter. 25, it'll be 25 cents. 25 cents. That's all it takes. Alright, this is Grim from Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy. I know he's a skull and a rope. That's all he is. He's always mad. Because he has to suffer the pain and agony of being bossed around by 2 5-year-olds, Mandy and Billy, who's completely dumb in the show. But that's the fun of it. It's like kind of like the big scythe coming down. I think it's curved like that. is grim. Alright, we got Samurai Jack from Samurai Jack. That thing going on right there. Kind of looks like a, a Japanese version of the professor from Powerpuff Girls. He's like always disappointed in the show. Sword comes out like that. Samurai Jack with a polo on. Doesn't even look like a robe. That's Samurai Jack from Samurai Jack. So that basically concludes our little drawing session of all these cartoon characters from imagination. It was really harder than I expected without like reference material. Like I don't draw like this, guys. Like if I were to sit down and actually study the reference, I could draw it way more accurately. But without having that material, I noticed how much kind of stink I draw the cartoon characters from my head. Anyway, if you haven't already, like, comment, subscribe, and check out new videos I'm going to post later on for my art and animation channel for Rhavangogh. Anyways, I'll see you around, and thank you for watching.